Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. So today I want to talk about simulation golf. I want to talk about those people who bought a Mevo Plus or any launch monitor and maybe they play simulation golf for a couple months and then they're asking themselves, why am I not getting better at golf? If I can play simulation golf and I can shoot like in the low 70s, or I can even break par in simulation golf, and then I go to the course and I shoot like 90s, in the 90s. I can tell you exactly why that happens. It took me a while to figure it out, but then I finally realized that the reason why a lot of people don't do well after buying a launch monitor, or don't do as they're expected to do, obviously, as good as they do when they play simulation golf, is not because of the mat. A lot of people think it's a flat surface, it's easier to hit from the mat. It's not like that, because you can go to some nice golf courses and there's some nice fairways that are as good as the mat. They're level, the grass is very tight, very nice. So it is. I can tell you that it's not the mat. There's one simple reason why a lot of sim golfers don't do well, and that reason is the fairway and green regulation. When you play simulation golf, you hit your driver and you can hit it like 20 yards to the right of the fairway in the rough, and then you play your second shot and you get it in the green, no problem. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't realize. If you miss the fairway by 20 yards, you could be like in a lot of trouble. You could be in high grass like this, you could be in water, you could be in an uphill lie or downhill lie. So there is no way that you can get it up and down from that lie, from a lie like this, or from high grass like this. When you play simulation golf, it doesn't matter. You don't look at that. You only look at hitting your second shot into the green. And I think that is the number one mistake. If you play simulation golf, you have to focus into getting it in the fairway. If you're able to get it in the fairway on every single hole and then get it in the green, that means you're a pretty good player. That means you're going to start seeing some difference in at the course. But if you're a player who just hits, like even if you bomb your driver but you're in the rough, then it's not going to be realistic when you go to the course, because you never know what's going to happen. You see a nice fairway, but you never know what's going to be in the rough. It's going to be high, low, uphill, downhill. There may be trees in front of you. When you play simulation golf, you can just go over everything. It doesn't matter. Okay, so let's make an example. I have a par 4, I have fairway, there's rough to the right, there's bunkers. My goal here is to get in the fairway. It doesn't matter the distance, you just have to get in the fairway, and then you can make an assumption that you're going to be playing in a relatively flat surface, short grass, to attempt to go to the green. So I cannot just hit a shot and just go in the rough and expect to get it up and down. So let's try it. I have 348 yards. My goal is to just get it in the fairway, okay? So this is how you're supposed to play, in my opinion, if you want to get better. Okay, so just get in the fairway. Okay? It's going to the left. And that right there, it's not in the fairway, it's to the left side. So that's the perfect example. I'm in the left side. I can't really say, I have like 153 yards. I can't say like, okay, I'm gonna just grab my 8 iron or my 9 iron, I'm gonna get it up and down. It's not gonna happen. You don't know what's after the fairway. If you were to hit it in the fairway, then you can hit it from here. But if you don't get it in the fairway, then what I would do is just, I could count this hole as not being fairway regulation, and then I move on to the next hole. So if you want to know exactly what you shoot in sim golf, in real life using sim golf, what you have to do is play 18 holes in sim golf, and if you get it in the fairway, then you hit your second shot. If you get it in the green, then it could be a par or a birdie. So if you get it within 10 feet, it's a birdie. If you get it past 10 feet, it's a par. Now, if you don't hit it in the fairway, your very first tee shot, then it's an automatic bogey. No questions asked, automatic bogey. If you get it on the fairway on your first shot, and then your second shot, you don't get it on the green, then again, it's an automatic bogey. Go on like that, play 18 holes like that, and then add everything up, and you'll see that that will be your actual score for real life, real golf. It's just too easy to think that you can get the ball up and down from anywhere around the green. I mean, we're not professionals. It's not going to happen. In sim golf, it's going to be easy in sim golf, but not in real golf. So you cannot assume that and then build high expectations. You know, you're going to go to the golf course thinking that you're going to shoot a really good score because you're shooting in the low 70s in sim golf. In reality, that's not true, because if you're missing fairways, you're missing greens, then in real life, it's not going to happen. You're not going to get that ball up and down, or you're not even going to birdie it, because a lot of times in sim golf, you birdie from outside the green, you birdie from places where in real life you're very likely not to birdie. Okay, so this is going to be a tricky hole, 360 yards. My goal here is to get the ball in the fairway. Nothing else matters here, okay? So stay on the fairway. If it doesn't go on the fairway, I'm going to assume that I made a bogey. Come on, stay on the fairway. Stay on the fairway. Okay, so I'm on the fairway. Okay, so I have 153 yards, slightly uphill. I'm going to use my 8-iron, and my goal is just to get it on the green. Nothing else matters. Just get it on the green. Well, that's going to be a little bit off the green, but I have to do it. I'm going to count that as a bogey. And I know that it's just like a yard or like half a yard from the green, but you have to count it as a bogey. I'm sorry. That's the way you have to do it. Trust me, guys, it's going to be far more challenging like this. So don't assume that you're going to get the ball on the green every time you hit it in the rough. It's not going to happen, guys. Just be realistic. I mean, just try to remember when you play a course, try to remember sometimes, yeah, it doesn't matter if you get it in the rough, but a lot of times it's going to matter. A lot of times it's just going to be difficult. You don't know how the lie is going to be. You can't place it in the rough, so you can't just play sim golf and you know, get it on the green and birdie it, and then it's going to be a score that is not realistic. Okay, so another par 4. I'm not even gonna try to cut through the corner, because if I get it in the rough, it's gonna be an automatic bogey. To get a par or to continue playing, I just have to get it in the fairway. So that's my goal, just get it in the fairway. Clean up a little. All right, there we go. Just gotta go on the fairway, guys. Okay, so that barely made it into the fairway, and this is making it a little more challenging. And let me tell you, before I didn't even care. I just hit it, and then whatever it landed, I just played my second shot. Now, in order to play, I'm just focusing on getting that ball in the fairway. So we got 96 yards uphill. I think it's playing like 114. I'm gonna play my 50-degree wedge. My goal here is to get it on the green. 50-degree wedge. Yeah, that was a good shot. That was a great shot. So that actually could be a birdie. What you can do is, if you get it within 10 feet, then it's a birdie. If not, it's going to be a par. Well, I think what's going to happen is that you're going to build more pressure into not wanting to miss the fairway, not wanting to miss the green, because you know that it's going to be a bogey. So the mindset is going to change during sim golf, and that's going to go into the actual course. You're going to add more pressure. You're going to be like, okay, I know that if I miss it to the right, then it's going to be a bogey. So I'm going to just stay focused. And even if I don't go for the pin, I just want to put it in the green, on the green. So everything is going to change. Everything, your plans are going to change, because you're going to want to just get the ball in the fairway and on the green. All right, guys. So next time you play sim golf, remember what you have to do is get the ball in the fairway, get the ball on the green, and go from there. You cannot assume that you're going to get the ball up and down from the fringe or from the bunker. It's not as easy as it is from the sim. In the simulation golf, there's no pressure, so this is actually the only way you can add some pressure to your golf game, and this will be very realistic. I've been doing this for a while now, and I have finally seen some improvement in my golf game at the course, and I've been using my golf simulation software to actually improve my golf game. Before, the way I play, I just hit my drive. It didn't matter if I stayed on the fairway. It didn't matter if I was in a bunker. It didn't matter if I was whatever I was. I hit straight to the green, and then I got it up and down. I even got some birdies. I shot like 3 under. I shot 2 over. Very good scores. But I realized that that's not very realistic at all, because when you're at the course, it does matter if you get it in the fairway or if you're in the rough. It's going to be, not every single time it's going to be like that, obviously. Sometimes it might roll off the fairway and it's going to be a good lie, but for the most part, if you get used to playing where you don't care where the ball goes, then when you go to the golf course, it's going to be the same thing. You're going to expect to get it up and down from 20 yards offline, and you think that you can get it up and down. It's not going to happen, guys, and that's why a lot of people encounter those issues, and they ask themselves, why, I shot 70 last time I played sim golf, and I went to the course and I shot 90, but how is that possible? I mean, I know I can play really good. Maybe you can, but you just have the wrong mindset, because you're playing without even thinking where the ball is going, because it's very easy to do that with the sim golf. So my advice, guys, if you're doing this, if you have a simulator, if you have a launch monitor, try to do that. Try to play every single, I assure you, get your simulator, your golf simulator, go in there, play 18 holes, and do this. If you miss the fairway, automatically it's going to be a bogey. If you get the fairway and the green, then it's a par. And then do hole by hole that way. It's going to, trust me, it's going to add some pressure, and at the end of it, see what you score, and that's going to be your actual score in real life, in my opinion. So this is just based on my experience. I've been having my simulator for over almost 4 years now, and I'm telling you, that's the way to go. If you're new at this, try to do it like that, and you will definitely see some improvement in your golf game. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.